Good morning, boys and girls. So today, this morning for morning work, you guys are going to be doing a little activity about the most recent habit we have learned about this week, which is putting first things first. Now, to just refresh your memory, we are learning about these habits because they are going to help us be happier students and just be happier kids. So, remember, first things first means doing things that are the most important at the very beginning, and then that way you can do some of the other things that might be not as important that are just more for fun. So, what we're going to do today is we've got this video we're going to watch, and then after that I will give you some instructions on the activity you will be doing in Schoology. So let's take a look at our cool video we've got here. Alright. Habit 3, put first things first. What should you do first? Asking a question. Play soccer or do your homework. I'd probably pick doing my homework first before I played soccer. Just get it over with. Watch TV or which of these things is probably more important to get done? Watching TV or what's this gonna be? Or do your chores. I'd say probably doing your chores first. You don't want mom or dad mad to get that stuff done. I kind of am inferring this might be an iPad. Play games or games or walk your dog. Oh, probably should walk your dog before playing games. I know Gabby, she might have another accident inside if I didn't go walk her first. What's this gonna be? A super leader. Put first things first. Oh, what a great video. I kind of talked about a lot of different scenarios and which things you would do first. And notice the things that I recommend, and probably you were picking them too, the things we picked first were things that were most important, like doing your homework. You got to do that first, and then you can get to some of those smaller, not as important things like playing soccer or watching TV or playing games. So I'm going to put your knowledge to the test, and after you've watched this video, you're going to do a little activity in Schoology. So right now, you're watching this video, and what you're going to do next is click on Assignment, which will be over here. Remember, your screen looks a little different than mine. And what's going to pop up is a screen that looks a little bit like this. It's got a jar in it, and then we've got all these different sizes of rocks with different things on them. And what I want you to decide is whether certain things should be big rocks. So are they important things that you got to make sure you always put first? Or are they smaller rocks, things that are still important to do, but maybe they don't need to be put first? So here are some of the rocks. I've got reading. So you can decide, is reading a big rock or is it a small rock? Is it going to help us achieve our goal of being ready for first grade? If so, then you probably should move it as a big rock, because that might be pretty important to know how to do in first grade. So probably should put reading practice at home or at school, probably should put that first before some of the other things. Listening, so you can decide, is that a big rock or is it a small rock? Should it be done first so you can listen and then do something smaller, like maybe recess later? Is practicing math, should that be a big rock like right here, or should it be a small rock to get you ready for first grade? Playing, so recess, is that a big rock or is that more of a small rock? We've got video games down here. So is playing video games, is that going to help you get ready for first grade? Is that a big rock or is it more of a small rock? And then lastly, we have help. So helping. Is helping others, is that going to get you ready for first grade? Whether that's helping at home, like helping mom and dad with chores, or helping others at school, is that going to get you ready to be a big first grader? Or is that more kind of a smaller item, maybe something you really don't have to do first? So you decide, you're telling me which of these items you think are big rocks, that they should go in the jar first, and then which items you think are, important, but they're not always, they shouldn't be first in the jar. And then you'll put those in next. So to move them, you click on it, and then you can use your arrow keys to move it to side or up or down. Once you're finished with that, you need to hit the white submit button. Okay, and then it will notify me that you're done, and then I'll take a look at it. Once you're done with this, then on your desk, you have a paper that looks a little something like this. And it talks about habit 3, and how habit 3 means you spend your time on things that are most important. So you say no to things that you should not do, and you set priorities, make a schedule, and you follow your plan. So what I want you to do on this paper is I want you to match the picture on the left with the end in mind on the right. So for example, we've got some pictures of some like baking goods, like eggs, measuring bowls, a recipe book, okay? And then we're looking for pictures here on the right-hand side that would be the end, that would be the goal. So what would be the end goal if we had a recipe out in measuring cups? The end would probably be this cake. Okay, then we've got a picture of some kiddos that are at soccer practice playing in a game. Okay, they look like they're working hard. You tell me which of these pictures is the end in mind when we practice soccer. This picture shows a little girl and her dad reading at home, so they're practicing some reading. So tell me what the end goal would be over here. We've got a girl that's graduating from school, a kid that's got a trophy from a soccer game, or he's a champion, and then we've got a little girl reading on her own. Then this last picture is of a little girl who's practicing her writing, and she's really studying and working hard. So, working hard and studying, which picture on the right would probably end up being the end result of studying and working hard. So you'll just use a pencil to draw the line connecting the picture on the left with the end in mind on the right. Okay, once you have finished your jar activity and this paper, you may put the paper in your mailbox to take home. And then since it's Friday, you have any choice of anything you would like to play on your Chromebook. As always, if you have questions, ask 3 friends before me, and then you may ask me. All right, best of luck.